These are coconut sprouts, the ultimate survival food, and you'll never believe what's inside. I'll crack one open in a second. It's salty, fatty, oily and sweet. It's incredible. You are stranded on a tropical island. Beautiful paradise, but there is no food whatsoever. What are you gonna eat? You're not gonna fish, you don't have the fishing gear. You're not gonna shoot anything, don't have a bow and arrow. This is the first thing you're gonna eat. Look up. These are coconut palm trees, and follow me. You're not gonna eat the coconuts from it, but the coconut sprouts. So you just go under the coconut trees and you're gonna search for the coconuts that fell down and sprouted. Look at this. Just like that. You see this sprout? This is the beginning of a new coconut tree, a coconut palm, okay? We're gonna hack this open in a second, right? And I'll show you how to do it without a machete, which you're also not gonna find when you're stranded and you're surviving, right? But let me collect one more. Look at that. See them? Coconut sprouts, the ultimate survival food. Let's open one. Guys, I just received a message from the fish. There's only 2 spots left at the Thai fruit retreat. That's our fruit retreat, 4th to 10th of June 2025. If you guys want to make it, you have to be really fast, and I'll tell you how. It's a week-long adventure. We're gonna eat the best fruits on the planet. We're gonna try coconut sprouts, just like this fruit, right? On our previous retreats, there was someone that came just for the coconut sprouts, and they were very happy that they came, right? It's gonna be private boats. It's gonna be hiking in the jungle. There's gonna be, you know, amazing mental game activities. For example, there's gonna be yoga, breath work. I'm not gonna spoil everything yet, okay? But if you're excited for this, you have to apply, okay? You do that by clicking this link right here that's popping up right now, or you go into the description of this video and you click the first link that you see. It's gonna take you to an application form. Just fill it in quickly, and then we'll get back to you with all the details about the retreat, right? Are you excited? I am extremely excited. It's gonna be a group of 20 people, right, with us, right, with Tina and I, and we're gonna have the best time of our life. Everyone is there to have fun. Everyone is on the same level. Everyone is there to have the best week of their lives. Join us, click the banner right here, or go into the description and click the first link. Now back to the coconut sprout. So you're gonna wanna find something that's really, really sharp. Maybe a rock. In our case, it's gonna be the coral, right? The coral is extremely sharp and it is low tide. So it's the perfect timing to do it. Follow me. Okay, look at that. This could be the perfect spot, and look at this dreamy setting, right? These little rock pools. So what we're gonna do is, we have to find a coconut sprout. When we're shaking it, you cannot hear any water, because if there's water inside, it means the sprout, which is like a sponge, it's like a bread. You'll see it in a second, right? It's just not gonna be nice. It's gonna be soggy and just watery, right? So this one, when I shake it, I can't hear any water. It's completely dry. Now, how do you get it open? We're gonna bang it against the coral, a sharp ridge right here and right here. And when you bang it hard enough, you're gonna get through this gray husk, and it's gonna crack the shell of the coconut. And once it's cracked the shell of the coconut, you will just rip it open just like that. And then it's gonna reveal the bounty inside, and you're not gonna believe it, really. It's incredible. So let's start banging it. This is gonna take quite a long time, okay? This is kind of like a lot of energy expenditure for the reward you get, but inside it's extremely fatty and oily, so it can actually give you thousands of calories for the whole day, right? Let's start. Oh, did you hear that? So after a while, first you're hearing like poof, 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 and then suddenly, like really like a strong, that means you're on the shell of the coconut. When you go to the supermarket in Europe or in the States or wherever you live, you can buy these old mature coconuts that you can grate, or you can make coconut milk from them. It's that brown shell on the edge. That's what we're just trying to crack right now. But all this gray also has to be cracked, because once the gray is cracked, you can rip it apart. It's very fibrous and it holds together like it's knitted together almost, right? So that's what we're trying to get rid of as well. And you'll have to do it all around the coconut. as you can tell, it's not the easiest thing to do, but look what just happened. You see, this is completely cracked, and here in the back you can see there's weakness already as well, and that's a good sign to try and rip it open. Okay, whilst we are ripping it open, it's really hard to rip it open, but whilst we rip it open, we're gonna blow on it, because this fiber here, the brown fiber, it's extremely fine, and if you don't blow it away whilst ripping it open, your whole sponge, which is your food, is ruined, right? So here we go. You ready? Have to kind of catch your breath. Here we go. Look at that. Now this is the best survival food out there, okay? It's dense, fatty. Normally, when you cut it open with a beautiful machete, it's gonna show a little bit more beautifully. The sponge is gonna be intact. Now it's ripped in two. Doesn't matter, we're surviving, right? We're not here for aesthetics. And then you can just dig in, and this is the beauty of this fruit. Look, here you have the sponge, and the sponge is literally like a sourdough bread, right? It doesn't really exactly taste like a sourdough bread, but what I'm saying is it's bready in structure, it's fatty, like buttery, right? And it's salty. So it's kind of like a sourdough, a French, freshly baked sourdough bread with salted butter on top. And this is what you do. You crack it off. Look at that. You crack it off. Did you hear that? And then this part, we're gonna dip in the oil. Let me show you the oil. The oil is actually hidden inside the shell, right? So inside here, when we clean it out a little, you can actually dip it in there. And I'll show you the oil in a second. And this is thousands of calories. Look at that oil. You see, a giant layer of oil. And this is surviving. We are not really looking at, you know, all these stones in there and pieces of wood. We don't care. We just want to get our calories in. Just blow it off a little bit and it's ready to go. Let's try it. You ready? Oh my god. This honestly is one of my absolute favorite fruits on the whole planet. It's better than a mango. It's better than a durian. It's really like so satisfying, and especially because you can find it for free on the beach. You're foraging it yourself, and in survival situations you're freaking starving, right? It's just beautiful. It's crunchy, it's bready, it's oily and salty and sweet at the same time. I'm not sure if you guys can make up exactly what it's like, but it's like a firm, crunchy bread with butter. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful and very, very, very satisfying. I love it. Pretty epic, right? Look at that. Stunning. Okay, the kids are behind the camera, literally doing like this, right? Look. Leo is behind the camera like this. Here, little rabbit. Try. Oh, now the other one is yelling. Here, Nusha? Yeah, almost. Yes. What do you think, Leo? Good? Yeah? Alright, thumbs up. We got a thumbs up, guys. What? Oh, she wants without the butter. And in this one, you kind of don't want to take something like this because the sprout here is too long already and it has formed roots, right? And so what happens when the sprout is too long and it has formed roots is the roots, they get formed from the sprout. The sprout is the energy to have the coconut form roots underneath and then shoot up into a tree. And it uses this sprout over time as fuel. And so when you have roots already and a long sprout, a lot of the energy that's in here, which is the nutrients, which gives it a rich taste, a lot of that is already gone because it went into forming this and this, right? So you kind of want to take something that has a sprout of anywhere between 10 and 20 centimeters, right? I'm not sure what that is in inches, like 10 inches, something like that, right? And yeah, you want to shake it and it has to be dry inside. The little one is yelling that she wants more of it, so here she goes. Oh my god, they're going wild for it. This is amazing.
Sorry, babe.
No, Leo, no. Get out. Get out. Don't ruin your own shirt. It's only Dada. Only Dada because I didn't bring my swimwear. You can be naked.
I'm filming you.
Don't ruin your shirts. Okay, come in with your shirts. I don't care. Child handling 101. Say no, then say yes.
Banana berry foraging. Right next to our house.
Num.
Yum, 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 yum.
There you go.
Bam.
Delicious.
I think it's for the kids.
It's
No?
a weird concept. Kids, you want one? Take one. One for Nusha as well. Ready?
Okay, so this is our Airbnb. We have an outside sitting area right here. A little bit of a kitchenette here. Okay, our fruit stash is looking really measly, right? So we're gonna have to restore that. Okay, and then here is the bedroom. Thank God for the AC. That's Nusha's bed. She actually sleeps in a pop-up tent. Some of our stuff, the wardrobe. Leo sleeps here. Okay, and then we have the bathroom with a beautiful outdoor shower right here. Oh, they're still doing some repairs. We're actually the second people to move into this brand new Airbnb, right? So there you go, and you can shower watching the stars over the palm trees here. Really, really, really beautiful at night. So this is our outdoors area where we chill. And in the morning, the kids spend the whole morning in this plunge pool that we've got in the garden. They refill it with fresh water every 2 days, so it's nice and non-chlorinated. A little bit of a garden here, and then we have the shower, the outdoor shower here. Right, this is an absolute blessing when you're coming from the beach or just coming from a run. Totally blissful. So yeah, this is our favorite plant-based restaurant, and we're gonna eat lunch here. Let me show you the place because I absolutely love what it looks like. Okay, here's their logo, Verde, plant-based restaurant. Okay, and the interior is smashing. Siargao, which is a small island in the Philippines. It's facing east, right? We're on the east coast facing the Pacific Ocean, and a lot of people have been asking, okay, so how is Siargao? And this is a very interesting experience for us because it's kind of like Bali or Koh Phangan, Thailand, but 30 years ago. It's very fun to experience this because on one hand you already have, you know, some of the first restaurants, some, you know, first sushi joints, the first Airbnbs. You have a lot of community for surf. You have the first yoga retreats starting to pop up, right? But then on the other hand, it's like what Bali used to be. Like when I first saw it even 10 years ago, it was very different. So first of all, along the main drag, right? I'm going to try and show you some footage of when we drive on the motorcycle. You still have patches of jungle, right, along the main drag that are not, you know, taken over by restaurants or massage places and, you know, stuff like that. And you look at those patches and you're like, you know, in 10 years, that's going to be worth $500,000. You just know it, right? So there's still, you know, lots of spaces here right in the center around Cloud9 that, you know, have so much potential, you know, so much business potential. And then, you know, there's the Airbnb frenzy isn't here yet, okay? So you still have some decent Airbnbs to choose from, but definitely not like 1,000 Airbnbs like in Bali. And what else? The tourists with the kids aren't here yet. So this is a little bit sad for us because that means all the infrastructure for the kids isn't here yet. I mean, like the beach is one big playground for the kids, but then, you know, there's no childcare, no nannies, no playgrounds, no roofed playgrounds where it's not so hot. So it's sometimes it feels like the whole crowd in Siargao is like, you know, 20, 30-year-old surfers, no elderly tourists, no people with kids, you know. So it's like that, and it has its certain charm, right? And you can it's funny, once you've been to Kapangan and to Bali, you know what's coming. Like the first ice baths are here, right? But then the big gyms with the saunas and the ice baths are not here. Like the coconut stands are here, but they haven't brought in bottled coconut water, right? So and on one hand side, I really like it when you come to a place and everything is already there. Like, you know, the scooter rentals are there, the Airbnbs are there. But I don't know if you understand this, but like on some level, I get very sad about it because, you know, the digital nomad infrastructure, the co-working spaces, the massages, you know, all the stuff that's needed for digital nomads makes all of the places look very much the same. You know, like at some point, you know, they all start looking the same because the amenities are the same, the amenities needed by the digital nomads, and then it starts to get, you know, this very generic feel. Like, you know, Bali is not Bali anymore because the Balinese people have moved out of the spaces, you know, to make room for the tourists. Like, same with Kapangan, right? The island has been taken over by expats. Okay, I think Ramble is over. I'm getting here very hot in the hot, scorching heat, so I'm gonna try and take a dip in the water.
What a beautiful day, right? Beach time, smoothie bowls, fruits, right? It's pretty good here.
Yeah, I will come back definitely.
Yeah. Guys, just to remind you, 2 spots left for the Thai fruit retreat. So if you are excited to join us in this beautiful paradise, right, with unlimited amount of fruits, coconuts, the best activities on the planet, right? Sleepy baby right next to me, although she's going to be taken care of by the grandparents, right? Click the banner right here, okay? Go to the application form, send it to us, and we'll get back to you within 48 hours or maybe even faster. Okay?
And see you in Thailand.
See you in Thailand.
For the best party ever.
Yes.